AskReddit by Grand's Shortbread. What are some of the biggest scams to have happened in history? Fake selling of Eiffel Tower. Twice. Victor Lustig, exactly who I thought of too. He had another scheme where he sold people with too much money and not enough censor box that duplicated currency, and then when they realized they had been scammed they would either be too embarrassed to do anything or scared of being busted for attempting to counterfeit. Gregor McGregor tricked a whole bunch of people into moving to a fake country in Central America. I read this as Conor McGregor and thought, wow, what a career change. Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme. Charles Ponzi scheme. Us telecom companies getting like 200 billion to expand infrastructure, which they didn't do, then using that money to fuck us over with the FCC's fast lanes. Most of the money went to rural ISPs who just used the money to buy off all other rural ISPs and nearly bankrupt themselves with operating costs. CenturyLink and Frontier were the worst actors. Bought up a bunch of small local ISPs and cities that Verizon and DAT wanted to give up on supporting. Didn't make any improvements to infrastructure. Really should have had more regulation around it because that money was essentially stolen. The Church of Scientology. A guy I know's brother committed suicide because Scientology took all his money and was hounding him for more. Because the guy was in the military, there was a pretty deep investigation you can look up, but the short story is here. They're evil. https://www.abc.net.au/brother-1-answers-on-115286/11522806. The price of printer ink. This is really a thing the EU ought to regulate better. They have introduced USB-C for standardization. Now please force printer companies to make new models that all adhere to one standard ink cartridge that must be able to accept any third-party made ones. Ticketmaster. My hate for Ticketmaster is beyond anything in the world. College textbooks. Buying new editions every semester when they just rearranged a couple chapters around. A few sentences lol. American hospital billing. The minute you ask for an itemized receipt and breakdown, they start removing charges left and right and the bill gets reduced by 30%. Edit, added American. The last time I got a hospital bill, I sent it to my debt consolidation lawyers, and they were all like, don't worry about it, and they made the debt completely vanish. Tulips in the Netherlands in the 16th century. There was a point at which one tulip bud cost as much as a good house. I see your tulip mania and will raise you one South Sea bubble. The Trojan horse. The one time they should have looked that gift horse in the mouth. Insulin prices in America for the last decade. The US government once gave Time Warner hundreds of millions of dollars to provide internet to rural areas. Time Warner sorta just fizzled away without ever providing much of anything. Applies to every ISP in the US, and they still take money and do nothing. Diamonds. Diamonds are lovely stones, but I cannot justify the premium price. Moissanite fan for life right here. I have a son who passed away 3 days after he was born. I didn't have the right insurance for a rare birth. We had $21,000 out of pocket. Later he's still not here but the bills keep coming. That's a pretty rough. I feel for you. That is criminal. Good luck with the whole situation. Planned obsolescence of appliances and technology. I pulled out an old iPad when my main computer had a hard drive fail and the damn thing apparently couldn't figure out what internet was anymore. Now it's just basically an Angry Birds notepad that can't keep a charge. Any MLM. I actually called someone out at my register for trying to recruit me to some MLM while I was at work. And as soon as I use the word pyramid, him and his plug totally disengaged and left. Fuck MLMs. If the company's new hire orientation explains why they are not a pyramid scheme, they 100% are a pyramid scheme. Bottled water. Research suggests that for most Americans, the stuff in a bottle is not better for you than the stuff in your tap. In fact, a recent report found that almost half of all bottled water is actually derived from the tap, but may be further processed or tested for safety. 300% profit for a natural resource in plastic bottle. Nestle pays $1 total per year to bottle public water in the Sierra Nevada mountains in California. Their permit is valid even during severe drought periods. They are bottling up the public's water and selling it to them. I'll only buy bottled water if local water is undrinkable or if I'm extremely desperate. Bottled water is one of the biggest scams in human history. Edit: I decided to fact check myself. Nestle actually pays $2,100 per year for their permit. According to their website, they use 703 million gallons of water a year for bottled water. So for a 12-ounce bottle they spend 0.00003 cents on water. The war against drugs. Howdy AREU. Edit: thank you for the award. The monorail in Springfield. Deleted. Blaming everyday people for climate change when the real culprits are big companies and industrial countries. But I use my cloth bag and paper straws. American-style health insurance. I recently spent a couple hours in a US emergency room for something relatively minor. The bill was $14,000. When I told them I was self-pay, the bill was magically reduced to $5,000. My assumption is that the $9,000 was the expected insurance company skim cut. Outrageous. The Church of Scientology. Don't forget the Christian Scientists. Pretty horror show history there, right? Recommend reading into. Student loans. When gold miners Arnold and Slack in 1872 tricked some bankers into buying a fake diamond mine. Another was when conman Count von Lustig managed to sell the Eiffel Tower to a Parisian scrap dealer for $70,000, which be equal today to $1 million. Arnold and Slack. The Great Diamond Hoax. https://www.yahoo.com/watch?BQW-ZEA7JNM The man who sold the Eiffel Tower. https://www.yahoo.com/watch?ZSIGYIBJ3PI closed bracket. Homeopathic medicine. It's okay. You can pay for a homeopathic consult by leaving a penny somewhere in the building. The Franco dictatorship was once sold a water engine during the 1970s. https://www.ilconfidencial.com/technologia/2016-1213/motor-be-agua-fraud-arturo-verella-franquismo. Connie 2012. The Louisiana Purchase. Holy crap, but that's a shit ton of fertile land for next to nothing and literally double the size of the nation. I guess Bernie Madoff should be up there.